Hey, what's up you guys? This is Steffi, aka In My Humble Opinion, and welcome back to another Fan Reaction Friday video. Coming out actually on a Friday. In today's video, gosh, we are watching the finale episode of Season 4 of The Crown. This is Season 4, Episode 10. The episode is entitled War. Now, before we begin, I just want to say thank you all so much for anyone who has been watching The Crown with me over the past couple of days. I've really enjoyed seeing your guys' thoughts, not only to the episode, but also to my videos as well, because, you know, they're my videos. But in any case, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time to take a chance on me. So with that being said, this actually isn't going to be my last video for The Crown Season 4. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. That video is going to be coming out next Friday, so that will be December 4th, 2020. So the reason for this Q&A is because there's only so much I can address in these videos. I'm sure I didn't touch on everything that you guys maybe wanted me to comment on. So if you guys have any questions for me, wanting to know my thoughts on a particular character, a particular storyline, shoot me a question. Now, the kinds of questions that I can't answer are like historical accurate questions, like, oh, did this really happen? I don't know, just Google. But if you have any other kinds of questions, again, like wanting to know my thoughts on a particular character, storyline, an episode, what have you, just send your question with the hashtag #IMHO_The Crown. You can either leave in the comment section below, you can tweet me, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can email me contact.imho@gmail.com. All I ask is that along with the hashtag and your question, you leave your name and what country you're from. So it feels a lot more personal instead of me just like reading a random comment from a username that's like not even an actual name. Now, another option that you guys have to submit a question is through voicemail. This is personally my favorite way of answering questions, is if you guys submit a voicemail message of yourself asking the question, and then I can play it in the actual video and we can all hear your lovely voice and we can hear where you're from and like the accents and everything, because I know that The Crown is such a global show. A lot of people from all around the world are watching this show. So just to, you know, hear your voice, it just makes the experience again a lot more personable. If you guys still don't know, like, understand what I'm trying to get at here, I did a Killing Eve Q&A earlier this year and people submitted questions via voicemail. So you can watch that video up here if you don't care about spoilers. So I thought that Q&A video was so much fun. So we could do something like that for The Crown, you guys. It'd be really, really amazing. So again, if you guys have any questions, just make sure you hashtag #IMHO_The Crown, tweet, DM, email, leave a comment, or leave a voicemail message if you're brave enough to do so. I promise it's not scary. If I end up not getting any questions, then I just won't do the Q&A. That ended up happening for The Haunting of Bly Manor. I was like, if you guys have any questions, submit, and no one submitted a question. So yes, if I don't end up getting any questions, this will end up being the last video for Season 4. So yeah. All right, now with all of that being said, let's get into this episode. Man, this is so sad to me. Last episode of Season 4.
Is there anything Sir Geoffrey is likely to say this afternoon that could...
I'm gonna assume this is Sir Geoffrey.
It is too easy, he went on, for them to believe that we all share her attitudes. For why else, he asked, has she been our Prime Minister for so long? I no longer believe it possible to resolve that conflict from within this government. That is why I have resigned.
Damn.
Doing so, time has come for others to consider their own response.
They're like, we're over you.
She has resumed her affair with Maisie Shute, with flagrant disregard for the agreement we made in our meeting with you.
But I've been cheating on her this entire time.
Julius Caesar, did I say Julia Caesar? I'm sorry, we're in the middle of an important conversation.
He's like, be quiet. I like that Julius Caesar comparison. Et tu, Brute. They're like all leaving her.
Mrs. Thatcher's longest-serving colleague throughout her years in power turned on her in the Commons today.
Damn, that's her Brutus. Oh, she's crying. The Iron Lady is melting behind closed doors. Oh.
Well done, sir. See you at Christmas. Goodbye.
Oh. William! Oh Oh shit. Diana is definitely, I feel like, more affectionate with the kids than Charles is. Probably learned that from parents.
The past few months, you've barely been in a fit state psychologically to go to the hairdresser, much less represent the crown. Although I gather you've still found time to see certain other people.
Like you have.
I think this conversation's gone as far as it can.
You were the one who insisted on talking.
He's such an ass. Ugh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Not the fact that she'd just been knifed in the back by one of her longest standing allies.
Yeah, I asked her about that.
Did you really?
Yes.
You're brave.
I love their relationship.
But it amounts to little more than petty rivalries and resentments being played out to the level of the schoolyard. I shall see them all.
Her impression of Thatcher.
Oh, those little men have them brought into me. One by one.
That's her style. She loves doing it one by one. Ooh. An outfit. Pink and red? Yes. Especially in a room full of black suits.
Is Her Royal Highness's forthcoming solo visit to New York.
I really do not like Charles's little assistant. He is so smug.
Mental health. Not to mention the amount of time she'd be separated from her children. And the distress that might cause her. Princess of Wales is well aware of what's required of her.
Oh, now they're using that against her.
Will you support me?
Of course. You will always have my unconditional support.
They say this to her face, and then we'll see, I guess.
I shall always defend you, Margaret. Always. But,
But
friend, the time might have come for some new blood.
I support you, but I don't. Damn, the fall of Margaret Thatcher. DT to the rescue.
Bastards.
At least he'll always support her.
I still have one card to play.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna call good old Lilibeth.
How might I help? By dissolving pardon.
Oh?
What? We are on the brink.
What?
Technically, it is within your power to request this. But we must all ask ourselves when to exercise those things that are within our power and when not to.
Oh?
Your first instinct as a person, I think, is often to act, to exercise power.
I was gonna say, this sounds to me, again, as an American who's not particularly familiar with British history, this sounds like someone who doesn't want to let go of their power, which is kind of familiar with what's currently going on here in the United States, just saying.
Your party is against you. And if the polls are to be believed, if you were to call a general election today, you would not win.
Oh.
Which suggests the country is against you.
Elizabeth's like, here are the facts.
Think of it as an opportunity to pursue other passions. I have other loves.
Like my favorite son.
And now to have the opportunity to finish the job snatched away at the very last.
Well, I mean, I guess when she puts it like that, you do feel bad. Like, I'm sorry, but at the same time, if people don't want you in power...
Why did I agree to this trip? I'm going to fall flat on my face.
No, you won't, Diana! I feel like generally people here in the United States like Diana more than Charles. Is that supposed to be like her Kevin Costner bodyguard person? Work it, work it, work it. Oh, she looks so, like, nervous. Oh, girl, and in her dress. Like, what juxtaposition.
We established the pediatric AIDS unit 2 years ago.
Okay. She did a lot of humanitarian efforts.
They desperately need foster parents, but people are too afraid to take them. Why? Because of the stigma.
Oh, and then doesn't she, like, touch them? And then people are like, oh my god, she's touching an AIDS victim. See? Humanity.
To see the princess flying solo for the first time.
Oh, first time.
We love her. She's beautiful. She's warm.
Perfect. Anyone in there, we would love to have him. Prince Charles is a lucky man, you know what I'm saying? Princess Di, thank you for bringing love and vitality.
Damn, as Camilla watches in the UK.
If you care about me as much as you say you do, so you will let go of these ideas of breaking it off for Diana.
Why?
Oh, 'cause she's gonna become the hated woman. She knows. Camilla knows.
I don't want to be humiliated and attacked even less.
See, like, I feel like, honestly, Camilla, between Charles, is the most realistic about their relationship. They kind of stressed this point in the previous episode that Charles, he really gives into the fantasy of, like, running away with Camilla. But honestly, despite the fact that Camilla's also stepping out on her own marriage, Camilla, like, sees the writing on the wall. I mean, she's not freaking dumb. Like, she can see how much people love Diana, and it is a burden to be the other woman, period, but especially to be the other woman in a marriage that's supposed to be between Charles and Diana, because Diana's just so loved. God, like, even people still to this day, like, freaking hate Camilla. Like, my mom, man, Annie, when she hears the word Camilla, like, her eye starts to twitch. Like, when she puts it like this, like, she does have a point. You do kind of feel bad for her, even though, yes, she is the other woman.
To be the protagonist of a fairy tale, you must first be wronged. A victim. Which, if we were to become public, we would make her. She will always defeat me in the court of public opinion.
What is all this, my darling?
Wow. Question. Do you guys actually feel bad for the two of them right now?
It's reality, sir.
Oh, literally what I was just saying.
It's a future queen, the mother to a future king. And I'm just
My one true love.
a mistress.
There's some sympathetic dialogue here. There's sympathetic dialogue when you're taking it from the perspective of Camilla in this instance. It's very hard to be sympathetic for Charles.
11 years of Thatcherism.
Thatcherism!
For one last wave.
Oh, she looks like she's about to cry. Do you guys feel bad for Margaret Thatcher right now?
Friends say that she is deeply shocked by the seeming injustice. Pre-election victories.
She gonna reach out to Margaret, be like, hey girl, wanna have a girls' night?
And I wanted to offer my sympathy. Not just as Queen to Prime Minister, but woman to woman.
Look at Elizabeth, being a girl's girl.
And overlook the many things we actually do have in common. Our generation, our Christianity, our work ethic, our sense of duty. So with that in mind,
I have a gift. Oh, she does have a gift.
the Order of Merit
Oh.
is not awarded by some faceless committee. It comes at the personal discretion of the sovereign and is in recognition of exceptionally meritorious service.
Wow.
It is limited to just 24 recipients,
Like per year? Or ever?
and nobody can deny that this is a very different country now to the one inherited by our first woman Prime Minister.
Damn, this makes me want to like rewatch The Crown from season 1 again. I want to see the evolution.
But if you would allow me,
Oh, that's so nice of her. They don't have to have like a formal ceremony for this. Like Queen Elizabeth could just like whip it out and be like, here you go.
congratulations.
Oh, that's so nice of her. Oh my god, am I gonna cry? You guys, unexpected moments of kindness like genuinely get me as a freaking person. I think Elizabeth was just like trying to acknowledge like, hey, you did work out there. I don't know like how people feel about you now. Like people probably like freaking hate you and your work was controversial, but I see you, girl. It's hard being the first.
So I can only imagine, hope, that you've come here to apologise, to eat your words, and congratulate me.
Capacity for self-delusion never ceases to amaze me. You think we couldn't do that too? Theatrically hug the wretched and dispossessed and cover ourselves in glory all over the front pages.
I doubt it. You'll barely find it in yourselves to hug your own.
I
Thank
hug who I
you.
want. I hug who I love. Particularly when they are affected by the selfishness of others and need cheering up.
Who are you referring to?
Camilla.
Why would I care about her?
Because I care about her!
Oh my god, he's fucking wild.
Morning, noon, and night I care about her!
Woo! Girl, Girl! Diana, fucking leave him. I'm sorry. Leave him.
You hurt me. Don't bring the boys into this.
All right. Not the woman you married!
I refuse to be blamed any longer for this grotesque misalliance! I wash my hands of it!
Wow, these two are like really good in this scene, just want to say, but I fucking hate Charles.
If you have a complaint, I suggest you take it up with the people who arranged it.
The thing for me is, I'm sorry you are in a loveless marriage, and yes, it was arranged, but at least the way their relationship is being portrayed in The Crown, Charles is just so mean to her. Like, he is so cruel to her. Anything she does, he just like digs and digs and digs and digs and digs. Whenever he sees Diana shine in any way, he takes it personally. And now that Camilla, and again, I don't think when Camilla talked to Charles earlier, like, I don't think she was doing it as like a complaint against Diana. Like, she was just saying the reality of the fact that if you leave her for me, I'm going to be a hated woman. But Charles now is taking anything that Diana does as harm towards Camilla because, you know, like Camilla pointed out, she's going to be compared to Diana. That's my thing. Like, I think that's where my anger lies, is that Charles is just so cruel and mean to Diana. And no matter what Diana does, like, Diana could stay at home. She could be with the kids. Charles will get mad at her. Diana could be out doing her job, making the Crown establishment look good. Charles will still get mad at her. She's damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. And I'm sorry, he's a shitty person right now. Oh no, is she gonna... Oh, girl! Baby, it's cold outside. Holiday season is here. 'Tis the season. I think Philip can see that she's not happy. They did have that connection in episode 2.
Mama.
Well, I hope you're not wanting to talk here.
No, not here.
Or now, the dogs need feeding. Dogs? Yes, the dogs. If you don't mind, we'll have to find another time.
Oh my god. Here's the question. Do you walk away from season 4 of The Crown not hating the royal family?
I hope you don't mind. I thought we might find a moment alone.
Honestly, both of you. Fine, let's talk. Might I request we do it like privy councillors? On our feet, to keep it brief.
On our feet to keep it brief.
It's the marriage.
Yes, I had a horrible idea we were going in this direction.
I have done my best. My very best, and I am suffering.
He has not done his best.
They know that you betray your wife and make no attempt to hide it. They know that thanks to you, she has psychological problems and eats or doesn't, or whatever it is she does.
Woo! Yeah, bitch. Go in on your son.
Immature man, endlessly complaining, unnecessarily. Married to a spoilt, immature woman, endlessly complaining, unnecessarily. And we are all hurt. And if one day you expect to be king,
I do.
then might I suggest you start to behave like one.
Damn, bitch. That's fucking right. That's a mother right there. I love seeing Queen Elizabeth get, like, testy. There's her favorite.
Calm.
Oh, it's Philip. See? He's always had a special connection with her.
I came to see if you were all right.
I'm sorry, my son's a fucking dick. But they were both outsiders to the family, so...
He will come around when he realizes that you can never have the other one.
Well...
We'd help you to realize we all think he's quite mad.
That mighty version
Oh!
if this family can't give me the love and security that I feel I deserve, then I believe I have no option but to break away.
I wouldn't do that if I were
Why
you.
not?
Let's just say I can't see it ending well for you.
Oh my god, wow, the foreboding.
I hope that isn't a threat, sir.
Ooh. I hope that isn't a threat. Sir, what are they trying to imply there?
I was an outsider the day that I met the 13-year-old princess who would one day become my wife. Everyone in this system is a lost, lonely, irrelevant
Oh my
outsider.
gosh. Wow. All these flashbacks. Oh, you guys, this is it. We're getting the last glimpses of them in the show.
Your problem, if I may say, is you seem to be confused about who that person is.
She, like, makes it about herself. That was a stern talking Diana got. She was like, let me put my little black dress on here and descend these stairs, god damn it.
Everyone, we're going to do the photograph.
Oh my gosh, they're ending with the photograph again, like in season 2 with that OG cast. Prince Philip gonna get mad again. Okay, he can get mad. Oh my gosh, Diana literally like on the outskirts. Literally on the edge. Whoa, we ended on a close-up of Diana. Well, that goes to show the direction that they're going in for season 5. Alright, and some post-show thoughts for the final time of season 4. That is if we are able to do a Q&A and people submit questions. Man, if you were to tell me one of the moments that would get me like emotional was gonna be like a Margaret Thatcher Queen Elizabeth moment, I probably would have been like, really? I'm gonna get emotional over that storyline? But Gillian Anderson, I must say, I was very impressed. Again, this is coming from someone who doesn't really know Margaret Thatcher that well, but I think Gillian Anderson did a great job playing Margaret Thatcher throughout this season. Again, a good chunk of this was dedicated to Diana and Charles. Woo! Don't get me started. At this point in the story, between Charles, Diana, and Camilla, my order of, man, I feel really bad for you. It's like Diana, Camilla, Charles. Like, that's like where I'm at. I'm sorry that you're in a loveless marriage, but that doesn't give you the right to treat your wife like absolute shit. He literally treats Diana like she is the scum of the earth, and even though, yes, Diana knows about Camilla, the fact that he consistently throws Camilla in Diana's face and he blatantly told Diana, I think about her night and day and all of that, like, ma'am, like, she knows. You don't need to lay it in heavy on her like that. And then he just digs on Diana. Like, it's very hard for me to sympathize for Charles when he is behaving like that. But Camilla does have a point, and I think she is the most realistic of the two, and it will be really interesting to see how they play that story moving forward into seasons 5 and season 6. I feel like, honestly, the conversation, the moment that we saw between Camilla and Charles, like, I did actually start to sympathize, if anything, for Camilla. I don't know about Charles, but start to sympathize for Camilla and that whole situation. But then what little sympathy I did maybe have for Charles at that point, like, it was pretty much like gone and dissipated once he started screaming at Diana. So yeah, and I also just think it's really ugly of him for him to essentially throw Diana's eating disorder and her mental health in her face and to weaponize that against her and to make her kind of feel bad over the fact that, like, she's separated from her sons for like a couple of days, to make her feel bad for not being there and therefore make her feel like she's being a bad mother. Like, the conversation that Philip had with Diana at the end was very interesting, a bit foreboding, the way their conversation essentially ended with him saying, this doesn't end well if you try to leave. I mean, I will say, I think Philip does have a point though. As much as I love Diana, the impression that I get of her based on how she was portrayed in the show is she's definitely someone who, like, loves the attention. And as much as people love Diana, I think she also feeds into that. Like, she feeds off of that, but she also feeds into that. And therefore, because she keeps getting hoisted up on this pedestal, I think, honestly, there are moments where Diana kind of feels like, you know, she's like, man, I'm a big deal. But at the end of the day, as Philip said towards the end here, it really is about the queen. Like, the queen is the center of all of this. And I think because Diana is so beloved by the masses, sometimes maybe she has a tendency to forget that and to forget, like, who her mother-in-law is. She's the queen. With that being said though, between seasons 3 and seasons 4, I think this class of actors did a phenomenal job on the show. They're gonna be so missed. Wow, it hasn't registered in my head that I finished season 4 and the fact that we're gonna have to wait 2 years for season 5. Alright, my question for you guys is, I think it's an interesting one. I want to know, how do you guys feel about the fact that they ended season 4? This is our last glimpse of these actors playing these characters. They essentially ended season 4 on a pull-in close-up to Princess Diana. It wasn't the full shot of everybody in the family that we got in season 2. We had that but then it's hard to zoom in on Diana. What did you think about the choice of ending season 4 like that? For me, I think that goes to show the direction that they're headed in for season 5. Expect more Diana is what I feel like they're gonna be doing in season 5. Even though, yes, the show is The Crown, it's about the royal family and Queen Elizabeth, but they know what the people want, and it's also foreboding as to what's gonna happen to Diana. So I wanna know, what do you think about that creative choice of ending it on a close-up pull-in to Diana versus like the wide shot that we got of all the characters in season 2? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and please turn on a notification button down below so you know when a new video from me comes out. And comment down below your thoughts on this particular episode. Once again, I'm going to be doing a Q&A if I get questions. That video is going to come out on Friday, December 4th. Please, 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 if you guys could submit your questions by deadline is November 30th, Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you hashtag your question with hashtag AskIMHO_The Crown. You can submit questions down in the comment section below, or you can tweet me, DM me, email me. Just make sure you leave your name and what country you're from. But I would love, 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 love if you guys just mustered up the courage and sent a voicemail message of yourself so that I could use your voice, your audio in the video. Until that next Q&A video, for those of you guys who are gonna leave my channel and be like, well, bye, I don't care about you anymore, the crown's over, I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. I've had so much fun watching The Crown with you over the past couple of days. I guess I will see you next time when The Crown returns, which will be in like 2 years. But you know, if you want to give me a chance, I'm still gonna be here watching other shows, reviewing other things. Stick around, give me a chance. Maybe you like me now. I have a podcast, it's called Diva Dailies. It's a podcast where we deconstruct divas on film and TV. Check that out if you liked me talking about the show. I haven't talked about The Crown yet on that podcast, but I've talked about other things, so maybe you can check that out as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, everything I said was just my own personal thoughts and all my humble opinion. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Until the next one, bye!